want to check out this video that I just found on my recommended. This is a Hatsune Miku, and this is a 2,000 viewed video, so it's pretty good. Yo, thank you so much for the 300. We're gonna be checking this out. Apparently, this is supposed to be the origin story and the lore.
This is Hatsune Miku. For those already in the know, she's got a room in your head probably for the rest of your life. She's been a catalyst for boundless creativity for artists for nearly 2 decades now, building a following that spans across the globe. Even if you have no idea who I'm talking about, you know about her. The teal twin tails, the drip? Yeah, her design's iconic. She's more than just a pop star, she's a legend in her own right. If you want to be technical about it, Miku isn't a girl, she's a voice synthesizer.
I feel like if Goku wasn't the mascot for the Tokyo Olympics, it probably would have been her.
Specifically, a Vocaloid. Yeah, she's not even human, she's just a program. But
Yes.
she's represented as something way more than just software. So, Vocaloid, it's a speech synthesizing software that allows users
Ooh, I cannot wait to get into music production again on stream, and then we're gonna be doing all this on live.
to create singing and speech sequences by adding lyrics and melody into the program.
My name is Lola.
If you're lost about
Is it just me, or does that already sound good? I don't know if he did that, but that's not... I've heard worse tuning.
It's Lola.
If you're lost about this, don't think of it as but rather some sort of virtual instrument. It was released by Yamaha Corporation in January of 2004. Vocaloid's considered the first voice synthesizing software to really succeed when it came down to processing vocals. Now, Miku may be the most popular Vocaloid, but she's not the first one by a long shot. That distinction goes to Leon and Lola, plus Miriam that released later that July. Back when Vocaloid only supported English voices. In November of 2004,
Oh, so it originated with English voice banks. Interesting.
later that July.
I thought that straight up originated from Japan.
Back when Vocaloid only supported English voices. In November of 2004, Yamaha released the first Japanese Vocaloid in Mako, followed by Kaito in February
Oh, Mako and Kaito came before Hatsune Miku. That's interesting.
2006 as a complimentary male voice. The commercial release for Mako and Kaito was handled in part by Krypton Future Media Inc. They wanted to get into the Vocaloid game and develop their own Vocaloids to be used for Vocaloid 2. This led to the Character Vocal series, which completely reinvented the identity of Vocaloid. Initially, Vocaloid
Oh, they must be making bank. Oh my gosh, they must be making bank. If they have Hatsune Miku under their belt and they have like licenses to it, oh my gosh.
was intended to imitate professional vocalists, but each character in the CV series was meant to produce a specific vocal quality. The CV series had actual character designs as well, instead of just box. Along with Mako and Kaito, 3 new characters were
I think them having character designs was the game changer. I think if it was just like a regular as voice box and they had no design, it would not be. I would say it would have not had 99% of its popularity.
made within the CV series. Kagami Rin and Len, Megarin and Luca, and the first member of the CV series, Hatsune Miku. Miku first released for Vocaloid 2 on August 31st, 2007. Her voice was taken from voice actor Saki Fujita, known for singing the ending to Tokimeki Memorial Open Love, and later voicing characters like Ritsu from Assassination Classroom and Emir from Attack on Titan.
Emir from Attack on Titan is Hatsune Miku?
There's also another anime she was in recently, but
I would have never thought.
I can't remember what it was called off the top of my head.
Oh, wait.
Miku
She did that?
There's also another anime she was in recently, but I can't remember what it was called off the top of my head. Miku was Krypton's first attempt at creating their own voice bank, along with creating one that could sing in Japanese. It was leagues better than anything that had been put out before. Her voice was
Yeah, I'm telling you, Vocaloid just works with Japanese the best. I don't know the science behind it. Maybe someone could make a college thesis on why it sounds the best with Japanese, but I don't know.
made to be appealing enough that a mass user base would want to use her. But that wasn't the only thing that Krypton had in mind. Before Miku's initial marketing, like all Vocaloid products back then, was toward professional musicians, in part because the weeb market wasn't something these companies were thinking about yet. Yamaha asked this guy Kei to work on a design for Miku. He wasn't given anything to go off of rather than the fact that she was an android and her color scheme, which Yamaha wanted to be based around turquoise. Kei toyed with the idea of Miku's hair being in a ponytail before or settling on the twin tails and tinkered with aspects
that just lost all like unique. That just lost most uniqueness if you did it in a ponytail. You need the double
for outfit to go with the whole synthesizer look. And voila, it's Miku. Kay says his design philosophy is just to go with whatever seems right, and just looking at Miku's design, yeah, it makes sense. So Miku has a cute design and a cute voice. When you put that combination together, the initial sales for Miku were so unexpectedly high that Krypton struggled to meet that demand. Within the first 2 weeks of her release, Miku's sales totaled over an astonishing $364,000 US. Sure, not every Miku product was a smash success, but it's insane how many Miku products over the years were successful. In some fashion, Hatsune Miku was consistently the top-selling Vocaloid product, period. Krypton continued to feed their user base with future vocal banks known as appends, as well as continued updates that coincided with Vocaloid 3 and Vocaloid 4. The lengthy success of Miku and the other CV characters prompted Krypton to part from Yamaha's future engines and invest into their own engine with Pi Pro Studio. Keep in mind that artists weren't the only people buying Miku either. In part because of Miku, Vocaloid was seeing a cultural impact in Japan. About 300 sales were happening a week over the next couple years, and when you consider that, from what I could find, Miku was going for almost $200 US, those numbers get even more shocking when it was reported that she's—
So 300 a week, $200 each. So 300 times, let's say 200. So times that by 52 for 52 weeks in a year. Okay. Okay.
Sold 60,000.
I mean, in Japan for yen, that's a lot.
Units by January of 2011, a year where Krypton began to reach an audience in the United States, alongside the decision to stray from marketing her less as an instrument and more as a virtual idol. Krypton's official website says that Miku has been featured in over 100,000 songs worldwide, but that was last updated in 2013, and that number has probably gone way up since then. The first big instance of Miku's cultural impact was a video uploaded on Nico Nico Doga of a Miku cover to Yavan Polka featuring a chibi Miku.
That's so iconic. That is so iconic.
Waving a spring onion. This is a staple of Miku's legacy. But let's say hypothetically that you know nothing about Miku and want to hear music featuring her. That can be a daunting task because there's such a quality.
My question is, how does the credit sales work? Like if someone buys the program and makes a song with using her voice bank and then they post it to Spotify or something, like does a portion of that sales go to Miku, or is it just like a once you buy the thing and as long as you like credit Miku then you're good? Like I don't
variety of Miku tracks that finding even
how does
a
that
single
work?
Song that stands out of one of Miku's most iconic.
Do you have to give like 10% of your profits to the company?
Like tracks depends really on who you ask. World is Mine is unique in how it portrays Miku, but it's one of, if not the most iconic Vocaloid songs ever made.
Yeah.
And also the tip of the iceberg. Now available on CD, this is Hatsune Miku is the premium Miku collection for you to own. Experience the best of Miku on one singular disc. Listen to all of your repeat favorites, such as Romeo and Cinderella.
What is this? Make money on concerts and merch? Ah, yes, yeah, okay. So what have we learned? Character design makes all the difference. That's why VTubers blow up so much. Because the freaking designs are cool.
Up with cute tracks like Love, Snow, Really Magic.
Guys, I might be a VTuber, but I'm not gonna lie, bro. I saw how much money they're making. I'll be like, yo, shoot. What would you rather look at, me or some freaking like Genshin Impact looking husbando? Which would you rather look at?
If you know the lyrics, you know what's up with classics like Rolling Girl. And pick yourself back up and get down with Bob's Like Hibana.
What is this? What is this 2000s music advertisement?
Experience Miku's existential meltdown with the disappearance of Hatsune Miku.
Oh yeah, people kept complaining about playing this song in Project Sekai. This chart was apparently really bad. I mean, I can hear it.
And subsequently see her accept her nature in the intense voice of Hatsune Miku.
That one's also really bad.
All this and more with This Is Hatsune Miku. By today, realize that this isn't even a tenth of Miku's versatility. There's no adequate way to fit in every type of Miku song that's been made, and I could keep playing song after song after song, but I think I've made my point clear enough. But to go further, listen to Aishite 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 for a second.
Yeah. I forgot this was Hatsune Miku.
This song was produced by Kikuo. Now, let's take a second to take a dive into the mind of Kikuo.
Pretty much. Kikuo is like analog horror made Vocaloid music.
Kikuo, the late Wowaka, Ryo, Deco 27, Cosmo, Michi M, Studo, Jean, Kairiki Bear, Kanaria. Fuck it, hit that Kanaria track! Every Vocaloid producer has their own style and their own
Suise's version was better.
tuning for Miku to bring a breadth of creative visions to the table. If there's a certain vibe you're looking for, chances are you're gonna find it. And look, you might be the kind of person that's so against hearing computer voices, and if that's the case, fine. There are plenty of covers of other popular Vocaloid songs out there. You ever
Oh
heard
yeah,
of
the Vocaloid covers slap. If you don't like the Vocaloid's voice, you can always just check the covers. They're just as fire.
Oh, here's her cover of Aishite. I will argue that Hado is one of the most talented singers of this generation, but I'll save that argument for
Well, that's just subjective.
another time.
That's just subjective, bro.
Take a look at the lengthy history of Miku uploads on Nico Nico, where Japan's fanbase for Miku continued to foster itself. More than that, it became a hub for people to collaborate with illustrations, remixes, and whole animations. A lot of those bigger videos have been re-uploaded to YouTube, and there, plenty of these songs are able to get millions upon millions of views. With that kind of reach, yeah, Krypton capitalized. Most notably with live content.
Oh yeah, I think as like a professional musician and like as an artist, I think most of the sales will come from merch sales and concerts. That's where you make the most bank.
There's Magical Mirai, which celebrates Miku's anniversary every year, and Miku Expo, which facilitates Miku concerts on a global scale. At these events, fans can watch holograms of Miku and other Vocaloids perform, backed by a live band playing all the music. Heck, she's even performed on David Letterman.
Okay, there she is.
Culture is
Guys, who's more famous, her or Goku? Goku or Hatsune Miku? Who's more famous?
beautiful. And if
right
you
now,
think that's out there, dip your toes into the various commercials Miku appears in.
Hi, Miku. This is Scarlett.
What? She collab with Scarlett Johansson? Okay.
Being true to who you are makes all your dreams possible.
She's out here promoting convenience stores, music games, hockey sticks, whole-ass cars. Oh yeah, and there's also Miku cars and Miku bikes for that.
Is that Alpha Red?
Whole-ass cars. Oh yeah, and there's also Miku cars and Miku bikes for that matter. She's fucking everywhere. In fact, look out your window real quick. You never
Do I understand the Mexicans? True.
know. Miku performed at Coachella. Let that sink in.
I mean, everyone performs at Coachella.
In 2012,
That's not that impressive anymore.
it was recorded that all sales across the Hatsune Miku brand totaled over $63 million US.
Yes.
But like the number of songs dropped earlier, this number is probably ballooned to an unfathomable figure. One of the larger branches of the brand people might know is Project Diva, the Miku rhythm game.
Ah, the OG. The OG.
The
I
first
need to check that out sometime.
installment released on
What
the
is that?
PSP in 2009
Ah,
before
PSP.
getting an arcade release the following year, and subsequently getting iterations on 3DS, iOS, Vita, PS3, PS4, and eventually Switch and PC. These games sort of tap into the history of Hatsune Miku and other CV Vocaloids with so many music videos backed by gameplay that gets seriously challenging when you get to the more difficult songs. There's
I'm having a brain fart just looking at this.
It was backed by gameplay that gets seriously challenging when you get to the more difficult songs. There's also a lot of content.
It's like Osu, but if you just had a PlayStation controller.
Song-wise, with Future Tone on PS4 in particular housing over 250 songs. Not every big song is in there, and there hasn't been a substantial update or iteration to this series in a hot minute. But these games,
because it's all going to Project Sekai.
There's still plenty of fun. Project Diva spin-offs also came about, with probably the most notable being Project Sekai, or Hatsune Miku Colorful Stage as it's officially called worldwide.
Okay, this UI is so much easier to look at than Project Diva, I'm sorry.
But
like, just having everything go down in one direction is like easier to process.
Everyone just calls it Project Sekai. This mobile game was actually worked on by Craft Egg, the same developer that worked on Bang Dream Girls Band Party for the longest time.
Oh, I need to check that.
It provides a mobile outlet for a Miku rhythm game while also providing an array of covers, some of which sound pretty darn good, like the cover for ID Smile. Miku's reach continues to extend beyond music into the real world at events like Sapporo's Winter Festival. Krypton sponsors the festival, and they flaunt an alternate
I don't know, I'm not even surprised.
version of Miku called Snow Miku, and that image of hers is plastered around the city, and even
Hey, I'll gotcha roll for that. I'll gotcha roll for that.
Being built around town, one of which collabs onto an old lady. Please don't laugh at that. There was a collab with Pokemon last year featuring 18 unique illustrations and songs with music videos.
We gotta check that out. Hatsune Miku Pokemon music? Hell yeah.
One of which collabs onto an old lady. Please don't laugh at that. There was a collab with Pokemon last year featuring 18 unique illustrations and songs with music videos. But possibly the most bizarre place you can find Hatsune Miku is on the racetrack. Since 2008, Good Smile Racing has licensed Miku, and that partnership has continued to this day. Racing
And that dude probably got first place. He probably got first place too.
Miku, as she's called, is donned on Good Smile's car every season under Super GT.
Oh yeah, we're definitely doing Project Voltage eventually.
GT300 series, among the highest level of sport car racing in Japan. And
my dream is to get a Hatsune Miku chair.
Believe it or not, Good Smile Racing has finished first place in 3 separate seasons.
Or have like a Hatsune Miku PC, or just maybe I could just put stickers on it. I could do that.
2011, 2014, and 2017. That is Hatsune Miku. Also, the fucking memes, they're all over the web and they're fucking gold. What's craziest to think about with all this is that some of the statistics regarding how much money this brand has made, and even a ballpark of how many songs were made using Hatsune Miku, are numbers that are so huge at this point that I don't know if there's a way that could be adequately quantified, especially with how much content both official and fan-made is being churned out constantly. Miku feels like this
Someone please power scale Miku for me, please.
Entity of limitless potential. She's a literal instrument, but she also feels like an instrument in a metaphorical sense with how she can be used.
Well, yeah, she's a voice bank. She is an instrument.
But she also feels like an instrument in a metaphorical sense with how she can be used. It's already been academically observed the kind of collaboration and connectivity Miku is allowed for.
Yeah.
And the range of Miku-related works is a testament to how anybody can take her and do what they want. Miku can mean—
Hey! That sounds bad.
Different things to different people, but it all falls under this larger-than-life legend that we gave to a computer program. Is Hatsune Miku a reflection of the creativity of the world? Maybe, or it might be better to just say that the world is hers.
Crazy impact. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. So that is the, thank you so much. Thank you so much for stay for the 300. Yeah, I really think I think what started all this, or what allowed for all this, was definitely the character design. I think the character design is genius. It's very simplistic, iconic, recognizable. The double pigtail, like the very long double pigtail turquoise hair with the red thing right there, and kind of like the cyber like 3000 suit and outfit is just all very iconic. I want I'm curious to get in. I want to like see some like analysis on her design on why it's so genius, because it is a genius design. This video didn't really talk about it, which I didn't expect it to, because it's more so just talking about the lore rather than, you know, the scientifics of her outfit. But it's like it's a really ingenious design. I got to be honest. Hard to pull off for cosplayers. Why is that? Is it because of the hair? I mean, it doesn't look like that complicated as long as you got the outfits down. Is making the outfit hard, or is like dressing up hard? Like, what part about it? And the fact that her design can be adjusted so easily while still being recognizable. Yeah, because they showed like a pic of her with a single ponytail. I was like, that is not Hatsune Miku. As long as I feel like as long as you have like the double pigtail, you can pretty much do anything. You can pretty much do anything. But yeah, that's really cool. I see blue twin tails and I auto think Miku. Yeah. I think that's the game changer, to be honest. I think she would not be as popular if not for the double pigtail. I think that's the strategy.